Morning Facebookers. Just thought I'd take a few of you through the new more mild Cheviot 4. I've had a number of questions come through to My Sports and More over the last sort of week or so since the release of them last Wednesday in relation to how they differ from the Cheviot 3 that was before. I've got a number of them here in front of me, or next to me here, which I'll take you through in a moment. But effectively, there are a number of differences between the 4 and the 3. Firstly, is the price. They have been introduced at £40. The Cheviot 3s have been for a long time now the budget shoe of trail running and obstacle course racing. Most places sort of £30 to £35. Occasionally you could pick them up for £25 if there was an offer on, but they've introduced them at £40. As some of you may know, we did an introductory offer last week where they were $34.99, which expired on Sunday, and a lot of you took advantage of that offer. I'm just going to go through and show you the shoes. They come in a number of colours. I've got some of them here with me today, this morning. I've got the what's described as the black and purple. So if I just open the box up for you and let you have a look at them in the flesh. So this is the black and purple. These only go up to size 6, but they do now start at a size 3, whereas previously it was a size 4. The advice is to go up half a size on your normal trainer, your normal running shoe or normal footwear. And I found, the size 3 of these will fit children probably from age 8 upwards, obviously depending on the size of their feet. But already my 10-year-old is in a size 4.5, so size 3, and that's a real good introduction or new part really, that having introduced a size 3 shoe, there's now a market of a decent, low-priced trail shoe, obstacle course shoe, fell running shoe, whatever you want to call it, for kids, which really there wasn't before. So there we go. As you can see, still got the aggressive sole pattern on the bottom. I'll talk more about that in a minute, but just to show you the colours that I have here today, that's the black and purple, that's just shown. This is described on the website as grey. As you can see, predominantly grey with the red More Mile logo on the side and the red sole stripe around the bottom and the red flash across the bottom on the shoe there. They go up to a size 11, starting at 6. Then we have the blue, which is very similar to the Cheviot 3 blue and yellow colour. Was obviously a very popular colour, so they've reintroduced that again with the black on the bottom. I also have the red and black with the green sole on the bottom. What I haven't got to show you today, and is really nice, and if you look on our website at mysportsandmore.com, you'll see there's a fantastic green and black colour, which I really do like. And also a colour they call navy and cerise, or blue and pink, whatever you want to call it. They've introduced the snazzy laces this time round as well, just to give them a bit of an update. So these two shoes both carry those black and red laces. The blue has a yellow sort of colour. The purple and black has a purple and black lace, as you'd expect. So what's the difference between the shoes? Well, if I show you this grey and red one, the upper part of the shoe here has been introduced this time round with a thinner, tighter weave mesh. This has a number of advantages over the Cheviot 3 upper. Improved durability, that's a hard word for me to say, but last longer is probably the way to say it. The tighter mesh means that momentary splashes in puddles or small pieces of water will just run straight off the shoe. That's also helped by the sewn in tongue and a few other bits and pieces that they've introduced there. Also easier to clean because of the tighter mesh that there is on the top, but still maintaining that breathability, so your feet when getting hot, can still breathe through that shoe. The biggest difference I have found in looking at these is in the sole. And you may look at it and think, if you've had the Cheviot 3s, that they're exactly the same. Well, they're not. The tread pattern is the same. And having compared the two over the weekend when we were at an event, you can see that the tread pattern is exactly the same, and that works. It's an aggressive grip, meaning there's great traction and brilliant at climbing out of the mud on slippery banks and this, that and the other. But what they've done is made it from a more flexible rubber compound. This EVA sole that's on the bottom here, you can see that these lugs that are on the bottom here move. On the Cheviot 3s they don't, they're rock solid. And this means that it's going to give you better traction on hard surfaces, such as baked trails, where they get really hot and hard in the summer, or rocky fells, or even if you're just climbing out of a shallow river onto a mud bank, and as you get to the top there's some footholds on rocks and bits and pieces. They're going to hold better on that. And also climbing obstacles for obstacle course racing. If you're going over some wooden obstacles, you'll get better traction and better grip on there. So despite having an aggressive sole on the bottom of these shoes for your grip, they are agile and allow you to run more easily over the obstacles. So that's the main differences between the Cheviot 3 and the Cheviot 4. Someone asked about weight last week, so I did weigh a pair. A size 8 came in at 260 grams. They do feel light, they do feel good quality. They've got a nice toe protector on the front still that you would have had before. And they are a good shoe. They look a good shoe, and yet they're $39.99 on the MySports website. Now, the offer for the introductory price at $34.99 ran out on Sunday, as I say. A lot of you took advantage of that. But if you've noticed, we have a discount code running at the moment for the whole of our website. So if you go to mysportsandmore.com and carry out your shopping, and whether it be the Cheviot 3s or anything else you want to put in your basket, a Garmin, a TomTom, any other clothing or nutrition, use the checkout code OCT10. So OCT10. OCT for October, OCT10. Use that in your checkout and you'll get 10% off your complete order. Doesn't matter what it is, there are no restrictions. So that's going to save you £3.99 on this shoe nonetheless, bringing it down to what, about the £36 mark. So cheap for a trail shoe, decent quality. If any of you want to have a look at these, come to an event which we're at. We're at Zeus this Saturday, the 21st, at the Monster Ball over in Ashby-de-la-Zouch. We're at Nuclear in Essex on the 11th of November. We have a returns policy around these, that you can have an exchange or a refund if you don't like them. Refunds within 14 days. If they don't fit you and you want to send them back to exchange, not a problem, just send them back to us, we'll send you out another pair. Anyway, that's enough from me. As I say, mysportsandmore.com. Use that checkout code OCT10, OCT10, to save yourself 10% on this and all other products on our website. Have a good day.